What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas to everybody watching. This is 413 Sports Talk, episode 221. I'm your host, Rahim Escalai. We're outside of NGM Springfield, and the Christmas spirit is everywhere. So shout out to you if you're watching. Merry Christmas to the little ones, to your whole family, to your girl, to your BM, to your... Anyway, Merry Christmas. Glad to be here. It's a little cold, but, I'm a little prepared with the long sleeve. Santa, it wasn't me, so please, can you get me some presents this year? Like, come on. I've been a good boy. I've been trying as hard as I can, So, leave me something under the tree, Santa. I'm going to leave you guys something under your trees. I got news. We got football review. NFL, it's been seeming like every single day there's been football. So from the bowl week to Saturday NFL, first there was 2 games, and now there's 1, and Sunday normal stuff. Monday night there were 2 games, and tonight there are 2 games. The Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the other game that was going on at 7 p.m. was the Seattle Seahawks and the La Rams. So we will check in later and see what's going on with those scores. I think I would go with the football team if you haven't already made a bet. Looks like it's 7:39, so hopefully your tickets are in. I like Washington football team in the over. I like the Rams in the points because Seattle's very deceptive. They could do something tonight. And tonight of all nights, just a night where there's not a lot of expectations with the schedule changing and how that might throw off some of the players. Anyway, let's get to the news. For NFC fans who are not rooting for the Buccaneers, this might sound good to you. Bucs wide receiver Chris Godwin torn ACL, out for the season. And again, let me talk about that. There's nothing funny about anyone getting hurt or injuring their ACL, breaking their ankle, anything like that. So the joke is from a competitive standpoint. That's one less weapon that Tom Brady has to play with. If you happen to be an NFC team who might face Brady in the playoffs, that is something that is just a less of a worry. Not sure how the secondary would still go against him because, this is Brady in playoffs. Playoff Brady is different than Tom Brady in the regular season. But the way the Bucs have been handled lately, it does give you a little bit of confidence, right? Now, New York Giants placed quarterback Danny Dimes on IR, effectively ending the season for him, shutting him down. Injuries here, there, everywhere. Ooh, there's the neck. Ooh, there's the trip at the beginning of the season. Ooh, there's the Giants probably having the first pick in the NFL draft. Got to get on them really quickly. So they're shutting down Danny Dimes. I think it's a good idea. Try to preserve what you have. And this offseason for the Giants is going to bring a lot of questions, honestly. Is Joe Judge going to be fired? Is Dave Gettleman going to be fired? Which, honestly, he should. As you know, I'm a very harsh critic of him and his whole let's build from the offensive line. Wow. He drafted another offensive lineman, again in the second round. It was a high pick. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the Kadarius Toney pick either, but I am not a GM who is about to lose his job. So, just a podcaster, right? Joey Bosa's placed on the COVID-19 list. Joey Bosa of the La Chargers. He is unfortunately unable to go on Sunday. He will be in for Week 17. The NFL has 17 games this season, so it's like Week 18. He'll be there at the end to be able to be competitive and hopefully lead the Chargers' playoff push. The number 1 Baylor Bears, who earned it after beating number 6 Villanova last week, have retained their number 1 spot for the last 3 weeks now. Yep. So it's 3 consecutive weeks after it seemed like the number one spot was a toss-up between the different colleges. Pretty much over like the last month and a half, maybe even 2 months. It's been ridiculous as far as who's number one, who's number two. Oh, Duke. Oh, Baylor. Oh, Texas. But so glad to see that fucking someone's holding on to it. Maybe the Baylor Bears won't lose because the Lady Bears lost and they are starting to fall back because they lost again, which we're going to be talking about later in this episode. UConn Huskies ranked outside the AP Top 10 for the first time since 2005. Let that sink in for a second. Your school was ranked outside the top 10 for the first time since I've lived in this city. When I lived down south, they were still they're still within the top 10. It's been that long. And I've been in Springfield about, what is it now, right? 15 years now, yep, 15 years. Crazy, man. Really, the one who gets the credit there is Jim Calhoun, Coach Calhoun, formerly of the UConn Huskies. Oakland Athletics stay in-house when it comes to hiring, and what that means is they hired Mr. Kotze as their manager. He was assistant manager and held various positions throughout the Oakland Athletics organization. Now he's that guy. He manages the team, and the Oakland Athletics have looked very promising of late, especially the last 2 seasons. So it's no doubt they wanted to stay inside, stay within the family, and grab their manager. And I believe that was a very smart move on the Athletics' behalf. Anything else I have for you? No, that's it. Let's go over some football. Raiders over the Browns 16-14. We called that one yesterday, but Raiders did not cover, so... Vikings over the Bears 17-9. Didn't play with that one at all. I don't think I suggested any of you to, but the Vikings won that one. And today, the football team goes to Philly, hopefully to beat the shit out the Eagles and continue their playoff push. And the Seahawks look to rectify something of a season tonight against the La Rams, which is most likely not going to happen. Rams are probably going to win this one big, but, you never know because it's Seattle and Russell Wilson, and who knows, he might be cooking tonight. So let's hope it's steak and potatoes for them offensive line. Maybe they'll block for him, huh? Boom, bang, right there. Here we go. Let's get into the meat of this episode. Boys basketball first, and then we'll go with the girls. Amherst beat the Agawam Brownies 56-50. Who called that yesterday? Look at that episode. Who said when I woke up I smelled an upset and it had to do with those Amherst Hurricanes? Shout out to you Hurricanes. You guys won. You proved me right. I'm pretty sure everyone's looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy saying? Huh? Go Hurricanes, man. Y'all are victors today, man. Shout out to y'all. Palmer, 71. East Hampton, 59. Lee, 43. Ethel, 42. What a competitive game right there. Mount Greylock, 68. Franklin Tech, 28. Mount Greylock is starting to either they're playing weak competition or those shots are starting to hit. It's probably a little bit of both, honestly. Pioneer Valley, 50. Smith Academy, 29. Lennox 56, Greenfield 53. Bay State Bulls take on Hoosick Valley, the formerly undefeated Hoosick Valley, 88-63. Defense, from what I heard, speaking with Coach Bird, one of my good friends, the defense needs to get better. They were hitting their shots. Deion Bird Jr. did his thing. Travis Jordan did his thing. But he shot the ball a little too much, in my opinion. Trav, man, if you're gonna shoot the ball so much, come on, bro. Let's make it a little bit more. I ain't talking no shit because you could honestly probably beat me one-on-one. I mean, I'd be willing to play you or any of them Bay State Bulls that want it. Just saying. But yeah, dude, just work a little harder, hit those shots. You are a 1,000-point scorer. I haven't even scored 50 points, so what do I know? But yeah, hit those shots, Trav. Anyway, Belchertown 56, Renaissance 41. That's 2 in a row that Renaissance School has dropped. Drury beats undefeated Frontier Redhawks 74-49. What a great game. Drury's a good high school. They're great at soccer. They're great at football. They managed to win 10 games in football, actually, this season. I was very impressed with that, and I'm impressed with this win as well. Wacona Warriors, 64, Monument Mountain, 52, and Hopkins drops 80 on the previously above 500 Mayhar High School. And that's the scores for boys basketball. Girls basketball, really quickly, St. Mary, 50, Sci-Tech, 21. Ouch. Mount Greylock 41, Ludlow 22. Woohoo! West Side Terriers 41, East Long Meadow Spartans 24. Chicopee Comp 46, Granby 24. Hampshire 41, Palmer 37, and Northampton the fucking destroys Westfield 72-16. I'm not lying. I'm not. Really quickly, I love the fireplace. I want to say those are the end of the girls' scores. I know you've been hearing some great Christmas music in the background, but I do not have permission for any of that. That is a recording in the background. That is just the hospitality, the niceness, and the beauty of the Christmas spirit given to us by MGM. A little promotion there for this beautiful casino. Not that they needed it. But yeah, this is their music. I do not have permission for it, and we are praying that they're in the giving. They're in the giving season. They're in the giving mood, and they don't sue me. Let's hope not. Anyway, Western Mass Sports today. Let's move on. Girls basketball. Some games may be canceled. Some games I've heard we're fans only. I really wanted to go and see Central and Taconic go at it. I'm a fan of Aaliyah Phillips, if you have not noticed, and that Taconic squad. Hopefully, maybe one of you guys can bless the show with your presence. We would greatly appreciate that. You already know. Anyway, Renaissance in Lee, Mount Everett at McCann Tech, Taconic at Central. Woo! Amherst at Hoosick Valley, just previously lost to the Bay State Bulls. But we're in girls basketball, right? Amherst in Hoosick Valley, yeah, tonight. Granby and Wacona, South Hadley and Munson. Sabas and Drury. Sabas is currently ranked number 1. Belchertown, Agawam, Greenfield and Ware, Frontier Red Hawks in Pioneer Valley, Turner's Falls at Pope Francis, Athol at Putnam. I call that Battle of the Forest, Bears versus the Beavers. Smith Academy and Franklin Tech, and then Southwick goes to East Hampton to take on the Eagles. And that is what I have for you for girls basketball. Oh, don't forget, up in the Berkshires, Lennox at Hopkins. Now, moving on to the boys basketball. Please excuse me. I have not been notified on any cancellations or anything like that, so let's go with it. Pioneer Valley Christian and Smith Voke. Pathfinder goes to Gateway. The Spartans go to West Springfield to take on the top-ranked Terriers. Chicopee Comp and Minichog. Pope Francis goes to Taconic to play a little basketball. Westfield goes to Pittsfield. Northampton and Chicopee. Sci-Tech, Shakla Rivera. They get to try their stuff out against the Lancers of Long Meadow. Putnam and Sabas. Southwick and Turner's Falls. Mount Everett goes to Ludlow. And Hamden County School of Science West takes on the Westfield Bombers. And that is it for what's to come on high school basketball. Really quickly, NCAA basketball men's side. Baylor over Alcorn State. Rest in peace to Steve McNair on that one. 94-57. Purdue over UIW 79-59. And the Zags over NAU 95-49. Now moving on to girls basketball. USF 77, West Virginia 75, Texas A&M 77, UTSA 51, Tennessee 112, ETSU 58. And those are your scores for college basketball on the women's side. And now let's talk about that NHL game. Dallas over Minnesota 7-4. Finally in the NBA, San Antonio 116, Clippers 92, Warriors 113, Sat Kings 98. Utah 112, Charlotte 102. OKC 102, Memphis 99. It was a close one. Chicago 133, Houston 118, and Philly over the Boston Celtics. Hell yeah, you know I love it when those New England teams go down 108 to 103. And that does it for episode 221 of 413 Sports Talk. I am Raheem Escalay, outside the beautiful MGM Springfield in this tall-ass Christmas tree. Merry Christmas to you, your family, and everyone around from me here at 413 Sports Talk. I love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. Please tune in tomorrow for a very special episode 222 of 403 Sports Talk, set to air at 9:30 a.m. I love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. Again, Santa, I didn't do it, so I need some presents this year.